Hey guys, welcome to this week's version of Thorough Thursday, and today we're going to be going over the single leg squat. So let's get to it. So this Thorough Thursday is going to be a little unique because I'm going to show you all the different ways to do a single leg squat and which version may be the best for you. So if you're a new lifter, inexperienced, or not very strong lifter, I would start with the single leg squat to a bench. So the reason I like that is obviously going from side to side is going to help fix your imbalances, but it's also going to teach you how to sit back and use your glutes and hamstrings while doing this version of the squat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself up just a little bit away from it, and then I'm going to sit back through my hips and try to sit down to the bench with little to no plop at all. Okay, so what I mean by plop is when you just fall onto the bench. So we're trying to do this in a slow and controlled manner, okay? So again, the reason I like using this is not only for the increased posterior chain strength required to do this movement, but it also teaches you to treat it like a squat movement, which goes into the next movement I would have people do is a ring or TRX single leg squat. So when you do this movement, you can see if you're inexperienced, you can easily turn this movement more into a leg press and get a lot of leg strength out of it. But if you are trying to utilize it like a squat variation, you put as little tension in the strap or rings as possible and really try moving to that squat variation. So then I would move into a single leg squat on top of a box or bench. So the reason for being on top for that is that this takes the ankle mobility a little bit out of the equation, okay? So when you sit down to the box, you can do a regular pistol, but because your leg goes lower than the ground or where your foot is positioned at, it gives you a little bit more freedom to move around. So again, this is still a great exercise to really even out the legs side to side, but also increases a lot of stabilizers, okay? So for those of you that have problems with your knees going in on the squat, this is another good tool to use from time to time because this will really help you focus and lock in on trying to keep that knee as stable as possible with minimal to no weight whatsoever. And then the last variation of a single leg squat I would show is the skater squat, okay? So this one can be a little bit more quad dominant, but again, in this motion, you can actually help increase the dorsiflexion within the ankle without putting a ton of emphasis on skill, okay? So what I mean by that is, it's fairly simple for someone to just hold a plate and just squat down and touch their back knee to the ground and stand back up. Whereas if you did a regular pistol squat, that actually requires a lot of not only mobility, but a lot of skill work as well. So the reason I'm teaching you all these different methods is not only does it build a little bit of skill work, but in my mind, it actually helps build up your weaknesses a lot more than a typical pistol squat. So I hope you guys found this version of Teddy's Thorough Thursday useful. Please, if you have questions about programming or want me to do your online programming, reach out and just DM us or join the Agoge Performance team on Train Heroic. But until then, I'll see you guys next week.